Trying to take advantage of these low interest rates? Some things you should know before you go shopping for a house. Welcome to Step One Finance, everyone. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, if you could do that, hit that notification bell. And remember, guys, it's no cost to you. All it does is let you know when I post videos, and it helps supports my channel, and I much appreciate it. Guys, leave comments in the comment section below and give me a like if you like the video and you like the content, and don't forget to share. Guys, there's a lot of things you need to know before you buy a house. We purchased two houses. We lived in our first one for a little over 17 years, and we just purchased this one. A lot of things to know. First off, guys, if you're moving from a far distance and you're not familiar with the area, don't be afraid to rent. Rent for a year or 2 years. Get to know the area, get to see if you like it, instead of jumping into a mortgage and having that mortgage on you, because you're probably going to take a loss if you go to sell it because you don't like the area. Don't be afraid to rent. Go rent, learn the school district, see if you guys are going to like the area, and see if it's a community that you want to grow in. So that's one thing that a lot of people don't do. They're scared to rent. Don't be afraid. Guys, credit score. If you do not have a good credit score, you're going to get a high rate. These rates right now that are super low, you are not even going to come close to them if you do not have a good credit score. So 6 months, 8 months before you even start looking for a house, you better start taking a look at that credit score and see if it's going to be something that's going to get you into a good mortgage. Otherwise, you're going to have a high mortgage payment. The average mortgage payment in Pennsylvania, where I'm from, it's around $1,470. Guys, mortgage payments are high. You need to, make sure that you can get the best credit score that you could possibly have so you can get the best interest rate. Pre-approval. Guys, do not start shopping for houses until you get a pre-approval. Call a lender up or an agent up. They're going to get you a pre-approval. They're going to let you know what you can afford. My suggestion is to find an agent before you even start shopping for a house. Because going to a house and, say you are at an open house and the listing agent says, hey, we can help you and we could be your agent. You do not want that. You want someone that's going to be working for you, that's going to negotiate prices for you. If you're working with the listing agent, they're getting royalties from both sides. And guys, they're going to try to sell that house as quick as possible. They're not going to try to get you a deal. Get your own agent, get your pre-approval, and then start shopping for a house. Have somebody negotiating on your side for you. You need to have someone on your team. So like I said, pre-approval, get that pre-approval. You start shopping for houses, and then, you fall in love with something, and then you go get an approval, and you find out you're not even close to being able to afford that house. Some lenders won't even start talking to you until you have that pre-approval. So it's good to get it. And I believe it's good for like 60 to 90 days. So it's something that, is good for. And you're not guaranteed a loan just because you got that pre-approval. Things have really changed since 2008, since that financial crisis. You would call up and say, hey, I need a mortgage. Okay, here, no questions asked. They had those ninja loans, no income, no job, no assets. Guys, it's ridiculous what they did back then. So things are a lot tighter now. So when you have to jump through hoops to get a mortgage, that's why, is because of what happened in 2008. They do not want to repeat that again. So get your pre-approval. That way you know around what you can afford. Too much house. Once again, guys, people, they just want too much house. On the top of your budget, try to stay to the lower end of your budget. If, you get your pre-approval and you can find out you can afford, I don't know, $150,000 home. Try to get around a $130,000 home or a $125,000 home. You do not want to max out to the top of your budget because one little thing that happens in your life is going to throw everything off, and then you're going to start falling behind. Guys, get something small, live there for 10, 15 years and then move on. Like I said about the listing agent, get your own agent and don't impulse buy. Guys, don't go look at one house and say, oh, I love this. All right, there's tons of houses on the market that you're going to fall in love with. Just shop around, weigh out your differences. Don't ever impulse buy. Walk into one house and say, this is it and this is what we want. All right, don't do that. Make sure you take your time, do your due diligence, go home, talk things over, discuss things. If you need a financial advisor to help you through the way, then get one. A crucial decision in your life, and you do not want to be overpaying for your house. and getting yourself strapped to where, 2 years down the line, now you're facing foreclosure. Very smart decisions that you need to make in this time frame. Like I said, guys, shop around. I already mentioned that over here. Make sure you're looking around for the best house that's going to suit you. Guys, have a list, but don't fall in love with your list, because the chances of you finding everything on your list is pretty much slim to none, unless you're going to have your own house built. So don't fall in love with a shopping list, of everything on your wish list. Guys, mortgage calculators, you go online, you fill out the mortgage calculator, and you'll be like, oh, I can afford this $200,000 home. Guys, remember, there's taxes, there's closing costs involved with that. There's more things than just principal and interest, okay? There's a lot of things that go into, your mortgage at the closing. So these things are just not even, to me, they're not even worth your time to even go on there and get your hopes up. That pre-approval is going to give you a good idea of what you can afford. In online appraisals, guys, I'm talking like Zillow and stuff like that. These websites, they have their estimate of what they think that property is worth. So guys, take that with a grain of salt. Don't go into a house that's selling for $200,000 and start arguing with them because Zillow has it online for $175,000. All right, they have no idea what is in that house and what that house is worth, what's been updated on that house, and just no idea. So don't be going, thinking an online appraisal is what the appraisal is going to be. When you do find a house and you get your appraisal done, more than likely it's going to come in for what you're purchasing the house for. Don't think that you're getting no deal on your house. What it is these lenders will appraise the house for what it's worth. So if you're buying a house for $150,000 and in all reality it's worth $175,000 on that appraisal, they're still going to appraise it at $150,000. They don't want you to have equity in your house because they don't want you to take a loan out on top of what you're already taking out on your mortgage. They want to make sure you're going to be able to afford that mortgage, and there's going to be nothing you can do to default on that loan. So if they, are giving you a loan with equity in the house, then you're taking a higher risk as the lender. So they are always going to appraise that house for probably what you're buying it for. But just know that you're not paying for that top dollar. It just means that they don't want to appraise it for higher, so you have a chance to take more money out. Don't listen to other people, guys. You're the one buying the house. It's not your family. It's not your friends. It's not someone from work. Guys, listen to yourself. Do your own homework. Do your own due diligence. And make sure that you're putting your time and effort into making sure that you can afford your house. And, don't listen, hey, that's the greatest neighborhood in town. You should live there. We live there. Guys, do your own due diligence. Don't be listening to other people, and, make your decision on your own. Guys, I always recommend going for a 30-year mortgage unless you're refinancing. But when you're first buying a house, go for a 30-year mortgage. You never know what's going to come up in life, and you do not want to be strapped on a mortgage, on a 15-year mortgage, because you wanted to get that lower rate. Get the 30-year mortgage, pay 10 years off on it, and then go for that 15-year mortgage when rates are lower or what have you. But rates are so low right now, if you have a good credit score and you qualify, you might not ever have to refinance your home. You might not ever get a better rate, and you might not ever get a better deal. So you never know. But I would always start off with a 30-year mortgage. Like I said, that way something happens 5 years down the line, you're not strapped on your mortgage. And other expenses. Guys, remember, like I said up here, you got taxes, you got fees, you got closing costs, you got occupancy permit you got to pay for, appraisal you got to pay for, your home inspection you got to pay for. You might have to get pest. We had our sewer line cameraed. Guys, it's all money. Really leave room for all these fees and everything that are taking place. So it's better off to try to have as much money up front as possible to pay for everything. Don't forget about your utilities, your gas, electric. If you have a bigger house, your bills are going to be higher, guys. And also remember, you got to have maintenance fees put to the side, because I guarantee you, I don't care what house you're buying, if it's 5 years old or 50 years old, you are going to have unexpected expenses that pop up within the first couple years. Guaranteed. All right. And they could be costly expenses. You do not know everything that's going to be wrong with that house. A home inspection is not going to find everything that is wrong with that house. and they're only looking for certain things. So things may pop up. Actually, things are going to pop up that are going to cost you money. Remember, guys, I'm not trying to scare you from buying your house. I just want you to know there is a lot of work that needs to go into buying a house. It's more than just going and just picking out one house, guys. Do your due diligence, shop around, look at multiple houses. Make sure you walk around the whole house. You're looking at things, you're looking at yards, you're looking at the neighbors' houses, how they take care of the, look at the neighborhood. You don't want to be buying a house in a neighborhood where it's falling apart. Drive around the whole entire, a mile radius, make sure, see if there's parks around, or just see the area. Don't be just driving straight to that house and straight out of there and making your decision on that. Make sure you do a lot of research on the area. Don't be afraid to rent. If you're moving out of state, you're moving to a far distance, and like I said, you don't know nothing about that place. So guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys take a lot of information away from this. Like I said, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, and I hope everyone, if you're buying a house, I hope everything goes smooth for you guys, and I hope you get the best deal that you can get. All right, guys, until next time, I'll see you then.